Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today it's Thursday, and you know what that means, it's time for Themed Thursdays. It is also basically 2015, so Happy New Year everyone. Here's to a year of awesomeness and assorted descriptive words. I don't know, but yeah, this is my first video of New Year. Hopefully it should be a great year and good things will happen. But what you are here for is indeed Themed Thursdays. And today, I'll be using a theme suggested by my boy OuchNesston. He suggested a chess-based team. Now, the main question that comes to mind when using a chess-based team, I say that like it's a thing that people do every other day. Using a chess-based team, main question. But the main question that came down to for me was Pawniard or Bishop, because they have obvious links with chess. I decided to go Bishop because I haven't played OU in a while. It is a sort of new ladder, the OU suspect test ladder, because Greninja's having its suspect test at the moment. So what I've done is put together an OU team. So let's get into it and see who we are using. So first up we have the King Landorus-Therian. Now I am aware that there are loads of Pokemon with the word King in their name. But I wanted to go Landorus-Therian because it's got that thing on its head, it looks a bit like a crown, I don't know, it's got a regal beard sort of going on. So we've gone with the defensive Landorus-Therian, with the leftovers Intimidate. It's actually a sort of utility, max HP, max speed. Do I want that? Yeah, because it's nice to outspeed things. So I've gone with Stealth Rock, Earthquake, U-Turn and Stone Edge. Hit those nasty Talonflames. It's actually a really nice answer to Talonflame, as it always has been. Then we have Queen. This is Gardevoir. Sorry, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat, so keep pausing. Anyway, we've got a Light Clay Gardevoir, not Mega. I wanted to go Light Clay for those screens with Moonblast and Destiny Bond, just as a last gasp thing. Is Synchronize the right ability for me? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, let's do it. Is Synchronize the right ability for you? Who can say? Anyway, next up, of course, we have Bishop, the Bishop, Lefty's Defiant, max HP, max attack, knock off Iron Head, Sucker Punch, and Sub. Really useful to bring in, of course, on those pesky sticky webs. Get the Defiant boost, set up a Sub, and just start hitting things really hard. Then we have Knight. This is Keldeo-resolute. A lot of people I've been watching have been using. So I've got a sort of Pac-Man Ghost stress ball thing. Nice and squeezy. A lot of people I've been watching have been using Choice Specs Keldeo, Frank Trode among them. And it hits incredibly hard. Coming off that base 129 special attack. We've got Hydro Pump, Scald, Secret Sword and Icy Wind. Next up, Rook, Chestnut. One of the sort of late bloomers in the OU tier, of course. And with the advent of the ORAS move tutors, it gets access to Drain Punch, which is really nice. We've got a big root bulletproof set. Drain Punch, Leech Seed, Spiky Shield and Sub. Dunn used this to great effect not so long ago, and we're hoping to do the same. And finally we have Pawn. We have Victini here. Kind of chose it because it's small, cutesy, doesn't look particularly threatening, but you all know it's got some really good power in there, and is incredibly useful for the team. This is a Scarf Victini. Sort of, as you can see, it's a physical mixed bias Scarf set with V-Crit, Bolt Strike, U-Turn, and Grass Knot, just in case there are Swamperts kicking around up there. Hopefully we can do some nice damage to them. So, that's the team. Let's get into some battles and see how they do. Here we go. Isan or Ulsan, to whom we shall say good luck and have fun. Your boys got both the Lati twins. Interesting. So one of them will be a defogger, I imagine. He's also got his own rocks there. Let's see. Nidoqueen would be a decent lead for him, I guess. I'm tempted to go with Keldeo. I really am. Actually, Landorus is a decent lead. No, bugger it. We'll go with Victini. Nice and Scarf. And why not? If he leads with the Nido, no, he leads with Jalal. So your boy Latios. Oh, is it worth trying to see if this thing is scarfed? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Oh, he's scarfed. But that means he doesn't know I am. But he might suspect. He's at massively lowered special attack at this point, which is good for me. I'm tempted to go into Chestnut and just start doing shenanigans. What I'm actually going to do is go to buy shop and set up a sub. That is what I'm going to do. That is the plan. Go to Bishop, set up that sub, and he might send in the Nidoqueen. That would be a good play, but it means I can get a really heavy hit off with the knockoff. If he stays in, he's a fool. But he won't stay in. I think he'll go into the Nidoqueen here. Or the Talonflame, but that might be a bit of a risk. I think the Nidoqueen's coming in here. So I will just, as I say, set up a sub. I'll have 2 iterations of lefties by the time that sub is broken at the very least. So we're back to sort of 88%, I imagine, something like that. And we'll see where we can go from there. Once the Nidoqueen is gone, which he does indeed bring in, once the Nidoqueen is gone, we'll be looking good, I think. Let's go for that big knockoff. Get rid of what I'm going to assume is Black Sludge. This way we'll be able to see instantly what kind of set it is. I'm assuming it's defensive, physically, probably. There's the Earth Power. And we can knock off... Oh, it's offensive. It's Life Orbed. As you can see, right back to 88, exactly where I said we'd be. So he's an offensive Nido. Huh. That means he'll probably be fully invested. Ooh, will he be bulky offense? No, he looks to be invested because he outspeeds because I'm not invested. I'm imagining that is fully invested Nidoqueen. But if he goes for it again, King can come in and just have nothing done to it. Let's see what he does. He puts up the rocks. That's a good play. That's a good play. I'm envisaging him to switch out into one of these 3. Possibly one of the Latis. So I'm going to just go for the U-turn. If he stays in here, he's ballsy. He's also a fool. He doesn't stay in here. Surely he doesn't stay in. Unless he's like packing Ice Beam and thinks he can take a hit. But he can't take a hit. And he certainly doesn't outspeed. I'm not invested and I outspeed him. Oh no, yes I am. I spent a big bit of time going through the fact that I'm utility with HP and speed. Because I want to outspeed some shit. So, I do outspeed him. You know, rocks would be nice to fuck up Talonflame and break a potential sash on Crawdaunt. But I can't take an Ice Beam from this thing, even without the Life Orb, if it's packing it. So, U-turn is probably my best bet. I mean, I think he's going to switch out. This thing is useful to him still. And can potentially still take a hit from Victini. So, yeah, he does switch out into the Crawdaunt. That's good. That's good. Crawdaunt taking that hit badly. And, you know, what's he going to be packing? Nothing that can hit Keldeo, I don't think. Nothing can hit Keldeo. I mean, what? His dual stabs are resisted. Superpower is unstabbed. And if he goes for superpower, I will outspeed. Keldeo's a great switch in, it would seem. He can't do anything to me. The question is, what does he then bring in? Because this thing, I think he might want to save as well. It's going to be useful. But the thing is, if he brings in one of the Latis to resist a stab, Gardevoir's a really good switch into the Latis, because it resists their dual stab perfectly well. So, you know what? Do I go for the Secret Sword? I want to risk the Hydro Pump miss. I'm just going to go for Secret Sword. No point over predicting. And now he's out of one form of priority, which is very nice. And that water type is down. Speaking of water types, I have realised that this team just gets rolled over by Azumarill. Literally, it has no answer to Azumarill whatsoever. The one potential thing that could take a hit in Chestnut doesn't have anything to hit it back with. But as I've said before many times in this series, it's not about building a balanced team. It's about building a fun team around a theme. Whatever fits, you put in. That's what she said. That was immature. I'm sorry. Anyway, Isan yet to make a move. I mean, most Keldeo are choiced, so I would imagine that a Lati can come in quite easily. He's got the Gardevoir. Now, what are we going to do about you? Fairy is another problem for my team. I mean, I could bring in my own. You know, it's possible that this thing is offensive. And if it's offensive, it's specially offensive, which means mine can take the hits all day, every day. I mean, even a Shadow Ball's not going to do too much, I would imagine. He's not going to go for that now. So I'm bringing mine. Here's the Mega. Hyper Voice, does far too much damage. I don't like it. I need this. This is my switch into the Latis. Bugger. Desperate last gasp light screen or Destiny Bond? Oh yes, the min-max. And I can go for a Destiny Bond. And now I can get up my light screen. If he wants to take me out, he's going down. That min-max saved my ass on that occasion. But that Gardevoir is a threat. He goes for the Wish, I go for the light screen. That's okay. Try and Destiny Bond again. He might pass it actually. I'll pass into the Nidoqueen. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. I can get my Destiny Bond off though, and now go for the Reflect. And at least that means screens are up. That means Queen has at least done a job, you know? Screens up. He brings back in his Gardevoir. 328 speed. What do I have to one-shot this? Just nothing. Just nothing. I'll go for a last gasp. I mean, this is the end of Queen, really. But the screens are up. He goes for a Wish again. What's he passing this to? I'm going to Moonblast. Or do I Destiny Bond another time? I'm just gonna Moonblast. I'll get damage on this thing. He goes for that. Okay. Right. Okay. He's got to kill me at some point, right? I think this is going to be the moment. Unless he's trying to stall out the screens. Oh, you cheeky son of a bitch. We'll find that out now if he goes for another Wish. He's trying to stall out the screens. No, he's gonna take me out this time. Bisharp does not have the special defense to take this hit. And Victini can only come in once. So let's make it now. Victini outspeeds. I can go for that big V-Create. Let's do it. V-Create. Something's taking this hit. I think he's going to switch out into one of these. But I can't afford to just go for a U-turn. I need damage on the Gardevoir. My team is so very weak, it's just untrue. Yeah, there's the Lati. Oh, it doesn't take it well, you know. It does not take it well. I'm going to go for that again. Let's make that happen again. He'll have the Roost. Oh, he's got the Recover instead. I mean, now he's taking damage in some way, shape or form. Victini sort of outlived its usefulness at this point. Dude, I'm not missing this. And at some point I'll get a crit. You gotta take me out. He has to. He just has to take me out at some point. With Victory Star, I don't know if V-Create can miss, touch wood. Here we go. No, no, sir. Is he actually going to PP stall me? Is that what's happening here? Or is he waiting for the screens to go away? If he's going to literally PP stall me out of V-Creates, then I will not be impressed with this person. Not at all. Because there are low things you can do, and PP stalling, as far as I'm concerned, is one of them. The other one is timer stalling of any kind, especially when you can't win. But that's another story. Really, he's actually going to stall me out. Alright, fine. Fine, if that's what you're going to do, I'll bring in Bisharp. See how you like it. Yeah. What do you do now, friend? Because I'm going to click knockoff, and you can't kill me. That's how that goes down. I'm going to set up a sub, actually. Let's see how you like it. You're not an offensive laddie. You're just not. You've gone for a cover 6 times in a row, or whatever it is. Is it 6? No, it's 5. That's what you get for trying to stall. You some bitch. And now I sucker punch you. Please stay in. Please stay in and try and break my substitute. Thank you. That is what you get. I will take it. I will take it. You know? I will take the hell out of it. So what does he do now? I mean, presumably the Nidoqueen is what he has to go into, right? Surely. He might go into the Talonflame, actually. If he goes into the Talonflame, I will go for knockoff. It's the Gardevoir. Oh, Hyper Voice goes through subs. Can I take this hit? Can I take this hit? I don't know if I can, you know. What's my attack? Come on. Sucker Punch, we're doing it. We are doing it. We're going to go for Sucker Punch. And not kill. Hyper Voice does kill. Okay, so we made the right play at the very least. I think he just sweeps me at this point. That is what I think. No! Keldeo outspeeds! Keldeo outspeeds! Oh, I didn't know that. Keldeo! Come through, Keldeo. You missed this Hydro Pump, you are dead to me. If you miss this Hydro Pump, you are utterly dead to me. Do not miss this Hydro Pump. You can't. You're too important. Okay. Gardevoir is down. Now he has to bring in the Latios. He just has to. Which will be okay, because at that point I will sack off Victini to the rocks. And... I don't think I can beat the Latios. I can beat these... I can beat these two, just about. With the combination of Keldeo and Landorus, I can beat the Nidoqueen and Talonflame. In fact, Landorus can beat them both on its own. Which means poor old Chestnut is somewhat surplus to requirements. I don't outspeed your boy Latios, is the problem. I think we're actually only going to get one game in here, because we are just over 19 minutes of recording time. So we may only get one game, depending on how long your boy Isan takes. While he's thinking about it, let's go over this. He is going to bring in the Latios, that's pretty much a given. If he goes into Talonflame, we know he's Brave Birding. But as I say, Landorus is going to be the thing that wins it for me if I do win. I'm going to put the timer on really quickly, I think. Let's do that. Let's put the timer on. Yeah, Landorus is going to be what wins it for me here, if anything does. Chestnut is, as I say, doing nothing. It can probably take one hit from Nidoqueen and do nothing in return. Victini dies to rocks, so that's my go-to fodder. It comes down to Keldeo and Lando, really. That's what it comes down to. And Lando doesn't pack knockoff for the Latios. I really hope Isan doesn't timer stall to the end here, because this has the potential to be a really close ending. And I really hope Isan has just asked me if this is specs. Why would I tell you? I don't know if I can take this thing out. He's sitting at 350 speed. He can take me out. Question is, he's going to go for Psyshock, isn't he? Right. I will sack off the Victini right here, right now, as Fatboy Slim would say. Sack it off to Rocks. What does he go for? Energy Ball. Interesting. Are you locked in? Are you locked in? Are you locked into Energy Ball? Is that a thing? If he's locked into Energy Ball, this suddenly got interesting. And he'll have Psyshock. I mean, I'm a sub. I'm a sub up. He's locked in. He's choiced. Gas. Code Gas. Probably a reference there. I have not watched it. We'll Leech Seed here. He Brave Birds. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. We Leech Seed. This is what Chestnut does. This is exactly what Dunn's Chestnut once did. And it stalled out this thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. But we'll see. We'll give it a good go. Is what we will do. We'll give it a good go. He goes into the Latios. Spiky Shield fails. I'll go for it again. See what he locked himself into. Psyshock, perhaps? Spiky Shield. Isubimu. Good play. Risky switch. If it turns out he's Expert Belt, this is the end. But if he's not, Keldeo can take this Ice Beam. And then... oh, he knows! He knows! Damn. But it's okay, we've got Landorus for this. Good switch on his part. He knew I was going to go into the Keldeo. But it's okay, as I say, I have Landorus, who's at full, gets the Intimidate. Ow! You are banded as a... I don't even know. Gosh darn it. I think he's just won it from here. Right, here's the plan. Sack off Rook, because I think he's going to want to go for the hit again. He does. This is going to do so much recall damage. Brilliant. Now we go into this. I can't defeat the Latios. I can't do it. I can't beat the Latios. I mean, I'll go for U-turn. Because he might switch into the Lati. He won't switch into the Lati. He switches into the Neo Queen. That's okay, that's okay. You can go into Keldeo. And he's going to sack off the Neo Queen here. Is what he's going to do. He knows he needs the Neo Queen. He knows that he doesn't need the Neo Queen. Ugh. He knows he doesn't need it, is the problem. I mean, I don't know my calc, so I don't know how much Scald is going to do to anything. Bugger it, we'll go for Hydro. Scald will take this out. Hydro does the damage anyway. He can bring in the Talonflame and just destroy my face. He goes into this. I think we already sort of realised that this thing is scarfed. He's won it. He has won it. There's nothing I can do. My Landorus is not at enough health. it doesn't matter what he can lock himself into Psyshock and he's scarfed, so he wins. Is the thing there? Damn, it was a good game, you know. It was a good game. Yeah, he. Oh, we take it. What? What is life? It's okay because he's got Talonflame sitting at enough to the point where this isn't going to really matter. So he was probably Timid Scarf. But as I say, it's all sort of rather much for much. If I'd have got my rocks up at some point, I would have won this. He can Brave Bird to take me out, and the recoil off Landorus is not going to be enough, is the point. The recoil off Landorus will not be enough. Yeah, it is. It's GG. It's very GG. That was an excellent game. Can he miss a Brave Bird? Oh, well. Great game. Isan. Really good game, you know. And while usually I get 2 games on Themed Thursdays, I rather think that there's no time because we've just hit 26.5 minutes, which is the usual length of one of the videos. So we're going to actually have to call it right there, and call that an end to this episode of Themed Thursdays. So, thank you all very much for watching. Let's take a look at the team one last time. Oh, hang on. Whoa, wrong thing. That's that's for a future thing. Don't take any notice of that, please. I might cut it out. If there was a cut just then, it was because I accidentally clicked on a future team that I want to use, possibly against subscribers. So, we'll have to see how that goes. But yes, you know, that's going to be it from this episode. Let's have a look. Things did work, you know. I actually quite like the team. The problem with it is, of course, it's hugely weak to Fairy, and especially the Zoomeril. Thankfully, our opponent didn't have one today. But, you know, I liked Bisharp. Bisharp is something I've never really messed with. But I might from now on. Specs Keldeo putting in a big old shift with a clutch live on the Draco that was unfortunately just too little too late. But yes, that is going to be it, as I say, from this episode of Themed Thursdays. Thank you all very much for watching. I shall be back next week with a different team based around something else. And remember, you suggest a theme, I'll bring the team. That is how it works. You know the drill by now. So yeah, keep suggesting your themes. I've got several backed up that I'm really excited to use. But with that, we'll have to wait until next time to find out what I will be using. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, OuchNesston, of course, for today's theme. And with that, I guess I'll see you next time. Laters.